Let's break down the hip thrust and why you might be doing it wrong. The main muscle is the gluteus maximus. The gluteus, medius and minimus are also involved for stability. Secondary muscles include the hamstrings, the adductors and your core, which helps keep your pelvis stable and spine neutral throughout the movement. To start, set up a flat bench either up against the wall or with plates behind it so the bench doesn't move backward. Wrap a thick pad or towel around the bar for cushioning. Sit on the floor with your back against the bench and roll the barbell over your hips. Ideally, the bench should hit just below your shoulder blades when you're sitting upright against it. That way, when you thrust up, the bench acts as a pivot point without sliding or cutting into your back. Bend your knees and place your feet flat on the floor about shoulder width apart with around 15-degree foot flare. Your feet should be positioned so that when you're at the top of the thrust, your shins are vertical. If your feet are too far forward, you'll shift tension into your hamstrings. If they're too close, your quads will dominate the movement. To place your feet perfectly every time, set your fingers straight down from your knee, then slide your feet back until your heels touch your fingers. At the bottom of the movement, your hips are just slightly off the floor. Your hands should grip the barbell to prevent it from rolling, but your arms should stay relaxed. You're not pressing with your arms. Keep your chin tucked throughout the entire set, almost as if you're holding a tennis ball under your chin. This keeps your spine in a neutral position and prevents you from overextending at the top. As you begin the movement, brace your core and drive your feet through the floor. Think about pushing the floor away rather than lifting your hips, and drive through your heels to keep tension in your glutes. If you drive through your toes, you'll shift tension to your quads. As you thrust up, squeeze your glutes hard and tilt your pelvis under slightly. You should feel your tailbone tucking beneath you as you lock out. This pelvic tilt is what allows full glute contraction and keeps the lower back from taking over. At the top of the movement, your knees should be bent at 90 degrees, your shins vertical, and your hips fully extended. Your body should form a straight line from your shoulders to your knees, not arched, not bowed, but straight. Your ribs should remain down and your lower back neutral. Squeeze your glutes at the top as hard as you can and pause for a full second. Then lower the bar with control, allowing your hips to sink back down until they're just hovering above the floor. Don't completely rest at the bottom. Maintain tension in your glutes from start to finish. If done correctly, your glutes should be on fire by the end of each set. Go for 3 to 4 sets of 8 to 15 reps, with moderate to heavy weight. Maintain perfect form throughout and avoid rushing the reps. Tempo and control matter more than how heavy you go, and that's the perfect hip thrust. To increase the difficulty and fix imbalances, try the single leg hip thrust. Keep one foot planted and the other lifted in front of you as you drive through the grounded leg. You can also experiment with foot elevation. Placing your feet on plates changes the angle and gives you more range of motion, which some people feel better in their glutes. Another option is the knee-bended hip thrust, which challenges the glutes through hip abduction. Now, the most common mistake is overarching your lower back. This usually happens when you try to lift the bar too high or forget to brace your core. If your ribs flare up at the top, you're no longer loading the glutes. You're stressing your spine. Fix this by tucking your pelvis and keeping your ribs down. Another big mistake is not fully locking out the hips at the top, most likely due to using too much weight. If you're stopping short of full extension, you're not giving your glutes the stimulus they need, and the lower back or hamstrings might start taking over. You also don't want to bounce the bar off your hips at the bottom. This reduces time under tension and puts stress on your joints. Lower with control, stop just above the floor, and come right back up. Finally, doing them all at the same time. Which of these mistakes have you caught yourself doing? Drop a comment below and let me know. Check out these videos if you want to learn more. Until next time. Veriði sæl.